What's up, good peoples? Artie Guap is back in the lab. Alright, I got 3 paint tips, 1, 2, 3, to help you with your paint and getting it to flow. Boom. First tip, air pressure. Air pressure is directly related to the thickness of your paint. What do I mean by this? I mean, if your paint is super thick, you're going to need to turn your air pressure up on your compressor. Some of you may have a little valve on the bottom of your airbrush, which is adjustable. You can turn it up there as well. But your supply line air pressure needs to go up. If your paint is thin, you need to turn that shit down. It's going to be too much. So, paint thickness is directly proportional to your air pressure. Need more flow? Turn the air pressure up a little bit until it starts to flow out. If it's too thin, turn your air pressure down and you'll be able to get some tight detail. Tip number 2, paint thickness. You can reduce your paint. Instead of adjusting your air pressure, you can reduce your paint to make it thinner to get it to flow. So you've got air pressure and then you've got thickness of viscosity of your paint itself. So you can thin that sucker out until it starts to flow the way you want and then keep trucking. Some people like to keep a consistent air amount, airflow pressure. I like to do both, depending on what I'm painting. The last one is never mix your paints. So if you're using, let's say, Inspire urethane-based paint, automotive-based paint, basically, you don't want to use this particular color and then immediately switch over to an acrylic-based paint. Acrylic and urethane do not mix. They coagulate. So when you get done flushing one and you put the other one in it, it's going to coagulate in the tip of your airbrush and you're going to have all kinds of issues. It's going to start to clog. Your tip's going to get all gummed up and it's going to gum up right in here. Anywhere from here forward. So if you're using one type of airbrush and you're using a type of paint, only use that gun with that paint. Do not mix them. You will get clogs and it will suck and you will have to eventually replace that tip. It just coagulates, it's just the way it is. So if you're using water-based, keep it the water-based. If you're using urethane, keep it the urethane. Get another gun. Don't mix and mesh. And then mark them. You can literally paint the handles on them, paint the trigger, do a little fingernail polish, and then you always know that's always urethane, that's always acrylic. That's it. 3 tips. Hope those help. See you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'm going to keep loading. Peace!